Just repeating a small amount of the information that we received from Whanganui Police, Detective Inspector Ross Mackay at about 5:45. A number of people are in police custody in Whanganui this evening as investigations continue into last week's fatal shooting. The Armed Defender Squad and the Police Eagle helicopter assisted investigative staff in executing multiple search warrants in the area. Some serious charges are expected to be laid. Well, this is all in response to the shooting last week. Hundreds of gang members have farewelled Mongrel Mob member Kevin Ratana, who was shot and killed in Whanganui. The 27-year-old's tangi was held at Parikino Marae on the Whanganui River, the road, this morning, before the father of two was laid to rest, embraced in a sea of red. Our excellent Taranaki Whanganui reporter Robin Martin has been there.
You heard the funeral cortege long before you saw it. About a half a dozen Harley-Davidson motorcycles heralded Kevin, aka Castro's, arrival at Pungarehu, a quiet marae nestled on the picturesque banks of the Whanganui River. Then came a stream of vehicles as far as the eye could see, and the gang members. Mongrel Mob members from chapters around the country and even the Cook Islands, but also King Cobras and Australia's notorious Rebels MC. The mood wasn't dark or angry. This was a celebration and a show of solidarity. Marsha had come across from the Bay of Plenty.
It's got to be the biggest funeral I've ever seen in my whole life, and I'm 40. I've witnessed a lot of unification with the other chapters, other gangs, and it's that in itself is a big thing for New Zealand gangs.
Marsha says the turnout was influenced by how Kevin Ratana died.
I think it's the love for, the love for Castro, for Kevin, the sadness of the repercussions of, this is what happens, and just the whole sadness of it all, but I can't say anything more than the fact that he's so young.
Marsha had come over to speak to Patrine Wickham, who lives near the Pungarehu Marae. Mrs. Wickham's family has long ties to the Ratanas. She wasn't worried about the big gang presence. So what's the atmosphere been around like here today?
Oh, no different than normal. no different than normal. Just have seen some very nice cars and bikes going up the road.
You guys obviously don't feel intimidated?
Oh, not at all. No, not at all. No, in all fairness, we do get treated with utmost respect from most of the young people round about.
Mrs. Wickham says the police have kept a low profile. Have you seen much of a police presence?
None. So if there are any police around, they must be in plain cars. But I don't, as far as I know, and nobody's called in here. Yeah. So we haven't seen any police presence.
Yeah, and you're not worried about that?
No, not at all.
While the police presence on the Whanganui River Road has been low-key today, they were busy in the city. Inspector Mark Harrison says warrants have been executed at a number of properties in relation to the shooting, and an unspecified number of arrests have been made. He says now the tangi is over, police are being extra vigilant with so many gang members in the area.
The nature of gang versus gang events is something that unfortunately the police have dealt with a number of times. And that's why we have increased our numbers in Whanganui to make sure that if anything did happen, we've both got the ability to respond, but also the sufficient numbers to ensure the safety of our people as well, which is just as important.
Inspector Harrison wanted to ensure the public there was little cause for concern. But despite the love expressed at the tangi, Marsha couldn't say forgiveness was on everybody's mind.
Such a sad thing. And it's just brought everyone together, and with the ultimate love. I mean, you can't.
Is that the kind of thing that was spoken about at the eulogy, I guess?
Yeah, it was strongly spoken of. Love for each other, especially, when you experience something like this, just to love,
And just forgiveness?
I I can't delve on that. I'm not a man, you know, it's not a woman to say.
Yeah.
Not for a woman to say.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
The police say they will continue to have an increased presence in Whanganui over the next couple of days, and their Eagle helicopter will remain in the city tomorrow. I Whanganui mo te hōtaka o te ahi pō nei, ko Robin Martin Aho.